Hey guys, Phil here from Fit Pros, and today I'm going to share 6 ways to reduce belly bloat and lose fat in the process. Unexpected bloating can make or break your confidence, particularly during summer months when you tend to wear less layers or you're on the beach. This video will show you how to reduce or eliminate bloating, will help you lose fat, about 2 pounds a week, and teach you what foods work best for you. There's no exotic ingredients to source, complex cookbooks to follow, just simple proven strategies that'll help you look and feel much more confident within a few days. I've also put together an action sheet that you can download so you know exactly how to start today. Our first step is water. We got to drink more water. This is huge. Drinking water will help your bloat and help you lose fat. If you take nothing from this video, take this. Drink 1 litre of water per 25 kilos of body weight. So for most, that's going to be about 3 or 4 litres a day. The key to drinking more water is to space it out throughout the day. And if you're in an office or if you're on the road for work, get a BPA-free water bottle like this one. Benefit of having one of these is it's 2.2 litres, so you fill it up twice and that's pretty much your whole water done for the day. They're great for training as well, so you can bring them everywhere with you. I'm actually going to give away 3 of these bottles to 3 people. All you need to do to win your bottle is share this video and we'll be picking winners soon. The next thing we want to do is eat mindfully. When we get around to eating your food, slow down. Eating food too fast is a pretty certain way to feel bloated. Take your time. A good way to pace yourself is to put your fork down as you chew your food in between bites. Assigning about 10 to 15 minutes to mindfully eat your food rather than wolfing it down on your break will definitely help you feel better. The problem is also when we eat too fast, it's very easy to overeat. And being stuffed from overeating feels like being bloated, but the problem can sometimes be that we've just overeaten. Chewing your food can have a twofold effect. It reduces the amount of air you swallow with your food, another cause of bloating, and it also makes you eat slower, which is linked to reduced food intake in smaller portions. So it makes fat loss so much easier. Drinking from a straw as well, guys, can also mean swallowing more air than normal. If you're on a night out, you tend to drink from a straw, you feel bloated, then ditch the straws and drink from a glass. Also, if you're eating big meals and you feel bloated afterwards, then this next step is definitely for you. Step 3 is going to make the biggest difference, and this is the one that accounts for our 2 pounds of fat loss a week, if that's something you want as well. It will also help with bloating. Processed foods are high in sodium, chemicals, preservatives, and can definitely bloat you and actually require energy for your body to process rather than giving your body energy for the day. I'm going to show you an easy way that you can modify your food and start today. So what we're going to do is change the composition of your meals slightly. Changing the composition of your meals will go a huge way in reducing bloating and help you drop some body fat. The simple fat loss plan I'm going to go through will help you get used to eating better foods more consistently and will indirectly push out some of the foods causing you bloating by simply including more nutritious foods that'll make you look and feel a whole lot better. It's a simple approach to carb cycling and involves breaking your foods into 4 food groups. So we've got lean proteins, greens, carbs and fats. A full list of the specific foods are in the action sheets. Just make sure you download that as well. So if you're a female, what we're going to be looking for is about a palm size amount of lean protein per meal. And that's going to be in every meal. As well as that, we're going to want a fist amount of size of greens in every meal as well. And then we're going to want a thumb of fat per meal as well. Again, all the actual foods are listed in the action sheet. That's every meal, guys, of every day. And guys are going to need twice as much. So that's going to be 2 pounds of protein, 2 fists of green, 2 thumbs of fat, every meal, every day. Then with your carbs, we're moving them around based on your day and your week and depending on your own situation. So now that we know we need a palm of protein, a fist of green and a thumb of fat if you're a female in every meal on every day, then it's just about your carbs. So a good place to start is 2 cupped hands of carbs per day for females and 4 for guys. So kind of as if you're holding a tennis ball, about that amount of carbs twice a day if you're a female, 4 times a day if you're a guy. For best results, have your carbs in the last meal or the last 2 meals of your day. And if you're hungry during the day, just add in more greens. You won't gain fat from eating greens. For even better results, if you're lifting weights and lifting weights at least 3 times a week, have 1 cupped hand for females or 2 cupped hand for guys in your last meal on non-training days, and then use those saved cupped hands and use them in your post-workout meal on training days. If you're not losing fat, then take out 2 cupped hands total from the week, and that should get you going in the right direction again. The best place to take them from is anywhere but your post-workout meal. Full list of the specific foods in these groups, lean proteins, greens, fats and carbs, is in the action sheet, which you can download using the link above this video. It doesn't really matter how many meals you have, provided you're following a mindful eating process that I mentioned earlier and drinking enough water. Basically, it's really difficult to overeat when you have a palm of protein, a fist of green at every meal, while drinking 3 litres of water a day and eating mindfully. You'll feel fuller for longer, have higher energy and more consistent energy, lose fat and reduce bloating by just following the steps I've gone through so far. If you don't want to lose fat, you can increase the quantities of the food across the board, and if that's too much food, just add in an extra thumb of fat until your weight is stable. Step 4 is food intolerances. If you follow the first few steps and you still experience bloating, it's worth ruling out food intolerances to the common foods that people have issues with. Make sure you keep a food diary outlining what you ate each day so you know where you experience the bloating and you know how to highlight the specific foods that caused it and steer clear of them in the future. Food intolerances are relatively common and you can experience excess gas production, bloating and other symptoms. The most common foods or ingredients that produce issues are lactose from dairy, fructose from fruit, eggs, wheat and gluten, which is a protein found in wheat, spelt, barley and other grains. Bottom line is food intolerances are a common cause of bloating. Common offenders: lactose, fruit, wheat, gluten and eggs. Find the ones that don't agree with you by removing and reintroducing them, and keep a food diary so you can actually track which ones make you feel bad and cause you bloat. The next step is sleep. Think of sleep as your ultimate recovery cycle. When you wake up, you should feel fresh, alert and awake. If not, then there's probably something up with your sleep. Sleep is a huge issue for so many people, and if you want to lose fat, reduce bloating and have more consistent energy levels, then check out the separate video we have dedicated to sleep, and the link is in the action sheet above. Our next step is exercise, right? Lack of physical activity can result in constipation and cause abdominal bloating. If you have constipation, you have fewer than 3 bowel movements a day and may experience gas or bloating. Exercise will assist your digestive tract in processing foods and can help gas pass through your system as well. Even taking a walk for 10 minutes can help, and something that you can do, on your break at work. It'll also help you switch off, chill out and relax, reduce stress, which is another big factor in bloating as well. Because elevated cortisol levels, guys, through stress can lead to bloating as well. Remove yourself from whatever stressful environment you're dealing with by getting out for a walk on your lunch or in the evenings and listening to maybe a podcast at the same time. With exercise for fat loss, the best fat loss results are going to come from lifting weights 3 to 5 times a week for about 45 minutes. Make sure wherever you start training has you on an overloaded program tailored to your level and not a random unstructured activity style class or boot camp. If your training performances like weights, reps, times aren't being tracked, then you've no way of knowing that you're doing better than you did last week, and that's exactly what you need to do to get the best fat loss results that you can. If you like this video and you want to take action to reduce bloat and lose fat today, click the link above, download your action sheet and get started. Thanks guys.